Okay, now today we are discussing about definite integrals. This is the fundamental. We have to discuss in the definite integral the fundamental theorems. Fundamental theorem is that suppose if f is a constant function on a b if the integration of f of x dx is equal to g of x plus c, then the definite integral, this is called as the a and b. A is the limit of the function, isn't it? Okay, now suppose a is called as the lower limit and b is called as the upper limit, isn't it? Okay, now this function or these integrations are defined in a to b. Suppose the integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to the integration of g of x a to b, isn't it? And after the solution of, or there should be a evolution of the limit is g of b minus g of a, means the upper limit minus lower limit, isn't it? A is called as the lower limit and b is called as the upper limit here. Okay, for discussion of this topic we have to know that the some properties. Suppose integration of a to a, means the upper limit and lower limit are the same, f of x dx, then its integration becomes the 0, means that integration of a to a f of x dx is equal to 0. There is the second property, if the integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to minus the interchanging the limit, the integration of b to a f of x dx, this gives the minus sign. Minus sign indicate or the give the permission to the change the limit. There should be instead of upper limit we can take in the lower limit, isn't it? Now the third property, suppose integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to integration of a to b f of t dt, isn't it? Okay, now see here another fourth property is that integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to integration of a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx, means that the c is in between the lower limit and the upper limit, means the value between the a and the b, isn't it? Okay, now see the fifth property, integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to the a to b f of a plus b minus x dx, isn't it? Okay, now the sixth number property is that integration of 0 to a, means here is the lower limit is 0, upper limit is a, f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. Then again next property, we have to discuss the next property. Next property is that the integration of 0 to twice of a, here is the twice of a, f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of twice of a minus x dx, isn't it? See that this property is here. Okay, okay, now see the eighth number property, integration of minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx, whereas if f of x is function is even function and is equal to 0 if it is f of x is odd function. Now take it the example on this sixth property. I have to taken the example I is the integration of 0 to 1, means here lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1, x square into under root of 1 minus x dx. Which property we have to use here? The sixth number property we have to see that the 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Now take it the solution of this, I is the integration and the limit of this is 0 to 1. 0 to 1, there should be a we have to take in the a minus x. Instead of a is equal to 1. Here should be a is equal to 1. Okay, and now this is equal to 0. Okay, now see how can be written as 1 minus x square. Then under root of 1 minus 1 plus x into dx. Now simplifying this term, or there should be a we have to 0 to 1. This is the lower limit 0 and upper limit 1. Now solve this bracket. How can be 1 minus 2x plus x square. Now this 1 and this minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. Remaining should be under root of x dx, isn't it? Okay, now after that all the factors are in the bracket multiplied with the root of x. Now how can be multiplication is became 0 to 1, the into bracket this 1 multiplied by root of x minus this 2x multiplied by root of x plus x square multiplied by root of x into dx. Now simplify the powers of this x. Now we have to take on the 0 to 1 is the integration. How can be written as this is the root of x as it is, root of x as it is, minus 2 times of here will be the power, but identify that or the think that the root of x is nothing but written as x raised to 1 half, means the root of x is equal to x to the power 1 half, isn't it? Means here is the 1, here is the 1 half, multiplying this term the x have the power the 3 by 2. Okay, plus here will be the x square and here will be the 1 half, means that it written as x raised to 5 by 2 is here, and integration is write down like this. Now take it the integration of all this term, take it the integration of all this term. While taking the integration we have the upper limit and lower limit. For this I have to take in the square bracket the integration of root of x using the formula x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, isn't it? Okay, and we have to take on x raised to root of x raised to 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, isn't it? Okay, minus here should be a 2 as it is, x raised to 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2, and the plus x raised to 7 by 2 divided by 7 by 2, and the limit is write down here 0 and 1. This is the lower limit, upper limit. This 3 by 2 arises due to the 1 half plus 1 is equal to 3 by 2, isn't it? Here should be also 3 by 2 plus 1 means 5 by 2. Here 5 by 2 plus 1 means the 7 by 2, isn't it? Okay, now see here. Again we have to some small change is taken here, which is the change this comes to this side. Okay, now after that interchanging the numerator and denominator of this 2 by 3 x raised to 3 by 2 minus 2 by 5 x raised to 5 by 2 plus 2 by 7 x raised to 7 by 2 power. This is the power, isn't it? And we have to write the upper limit and the lower limit also here. Now we have the formula that the first property we have to see the upper limit minus lower limit, then put it the value in this equation. First of all we have to put the instead of x 1, means first bracket is become 2 by 3 x, instead of x I have to write the 1. I have to write, this is the 1 raised to 3 by 2 minus 2 by 5 raised to 1 raised to 5 by 2 plus 2 by 7 into 1 raised to 7 by 2. This is the upper limit minus lower limit. Then we have to take on the 2 by 3 multiplied by 0 raised to 3 by 2 minus 2 by 5. Instead of x I have to write the 0 raised to 5 by 2 plus 2 by 7 0 raised to 7 by 2. All this term become the 0, isn't it? Remaining should be only this term. Now write down, if the power any functions gives the power 1 to the power, answer is 1 to the power any 5 by 2 is also 1, and the 1 to the power 7 by 2 is also 1. Then we have to write the remaining part of this. Remaining part of this is only there should be we have to take on 2 by 3 minus 4 by 5 plus 2 by 7 and 0 we are not writing here. On simplifying this, we have to take on 70 minus 84 plus 30. We have to know that how to solve it. 105 means the value is 16 upon 105 is here. Now the answer, integration of 0 to 1 x square into under root of 1 minus x dx is equal to 16 upon 105, isn't it? Now take it the another example also. We have to taking the another one more example. Suppose within this example we have to use the bipart rule also. See that the first example, the I is the integration. Here should be a lower limit is 1 and the upper limit is 2 is here. Integration of 1 to 2 log of x divided by x square into dx. Now this is the original example. For the solution of this or the understand to all of you, I have to write this example in a separate form. Now this and this example is also same. This is the integration of 1 to 2. There is the log of x multiplied by 1 upon x square dx, and this is the rule by using the bipart rule. Okay, we know that the bipart rule. Okay, we have to take on the integration of this. The I is the integration, and how can be written as the upper limit. Do not forget that the upper limit and lower limit. For the putting the upper limit and lower limit, we have to take in the square bracket here. Now first upon log of x, first function, into integration of 1 upon x square dx, and the upper limit and lower limit 1 to 2, and the minus of again 1 to 2. There should be a derivative of d upon dx of first function, means log of x multiplied by integration of 1 upon x square dx and again dx, isn't it? Okay, instead of 1 upon x square, we also write that there should be a 1 upon x square is nothing but the x raised to minus 2 also, isn't it? Okay, now see here, how can be written as the integration of this square bracket like this, log of x as it is, integration of this is nothing but the minus 1 upon x. This integration is completed. Then 1 to 2 minus integration of 1 to 2. First upon, here should be a integration and derivative. First upon we have to solve the derivative. What is the derivative of log of x? is the 1 upon x, and the into bracket the integration of 1 upon x square is equal to minus times of 1 upon x into dx as it is. Now how can be written as the integration this simplify minus of 1 upon x log of x and to the upper limit and lower limit is written here. There should be a this minus became the plus, and the integration of 1 to 2 1 upon x square dx is here. Now again we have to solve this integration. This term is written like this, minus 1 upon x log of x, the upper limit and lower limit as it is, the positive sign as it is, the integration of this I have to write like this limit, and that's why I have to take on the square bracket here, then the minus of 1 upon x, and there should be a 1 to 2. This is lower limit and upper limit. Take it the solution of this, the lower limit minus upper limit, we have to take on the integration square bracket minus 1 this upper limit first upon taken into log of 2. Okay, this is the first bracket. For this bracket I have to solve only first upon this bracket. After that I have to write the second bracket minus lower limit for this first bracket only. What is it? Lower limit is 1, means minus 1 upon 1 instead of this 1 upon x, instead of this first upon I have to take on the 2, again I have to take in the 1, and then log of 1 is here, isn't it? Okay, now first bracket is completed, the positive sign, and then another bracket I have to write here, another this bracket, isn't it? Okay, means for this bracket the circular bracket is taken for the first upon upper limit and lower limit, means minus 1/2 minus again minus upper limit, lower limit. This is the upper limit for this bracket, and this is the lower limit 1 upon 1, and this bracket is completed here. Now simplify this, the minus 1/2 log of 2 as it is, and this is 1, and the minus 0, and this minus 1/2 as it is, and this is the plus plus minus plus plus, and plus 1 is log of 1 is equal to 0, and that's why I have taken the here is 0. Okay, now the end of the example, we have to taken 1/2, this minus became plus, minus 1/2 we have to write this minus became the plus, and that's why I have taken the plus is here. There should be a 1/2 into log of 2 and after that we have to, there should be a taken the 1/2 common, means 1 minus log of 2. This is the final answer. The integration of the I is the integration of 1 to 2 log of x upon x square into dx is equal to 1/2 time of 1 minus log of 2 and plus constant of integration c, we have to write the constant of integration c is here. Now this is the complete topic, isn't it?